episode of Tea Time with PJ Gangsta, and I am with Dolly Music, correct?
Yeah, you can call me DJ Dolly.
DJ Dolly. Where are you from, DJ Dolly, and how do we find you on social media?
Okay, so I'm from Israel. I'm 22 years old, and I'm a DJ and a music producer for something like 8 years. And you can find me on social media, like, DJ Dolly on Facebook, Instagram, and that's in general, I guess.
How many songs do you have out right now?
And something like 10 songs and 10 releases only by 2020. So I worked so hard on this year and to get so many releases, and I'm trying to get combination between electronic music and Middle Eastern music,
Nice.
and to represent, where I am, where I came from, and all this kind of stuff. Um, yeah.
Is it Boker Tov in Israel or is it Erev Tov?
It is Erev Tov. It's 9:30 o'clock p.m. over here, and so it is Erev Tov.
Erev Tov. What is and I'm sorry about the cat. I can no longer how many times I kick her off. She thinks the
It's
boobs are gonna
okay.
be like her pillow. Um, what kind of songs do you have out there?
And like kind of genres, do you mean?
Well, I'm weird, so I'm connected to a whole bunch of people. I listen to Mongolian rock, Hebrew rap, um, Italian rap. So what is your genre? What is your music in English? Is it in Hebrew? Is it in Arabic?
Yeah, yeah, okay. So I try to focus on the English language because I want it to be, like international. Um, so trying to find, if it is some Israeli rappers that can rap in English, um, and I got some tracks without any of rap or even words, just pure music. And so in general, yeah, I'm trying to want to get the international, so it's gonna be in English.
That's, and I listen to songs that like Nissan Black. I believe he's in Israel. He's a Jewish black rapper, and he'll throw in some Hebrew every once in a while as in his English songs. Do you plan on doing some of that too?
That's an idea. That's an idea. Um, Nissan Black is so special in Israel. I tried to connect him, to talk to him, to send him some beats, to make some stuff together, and it doesn't work yet, but I'll I'll keep trying, and hope we will collab someday.
What is the song that you're coming out with, and how long have you been doing rap or hip hop?
And I'm not a rapper, so I'm not doing rap. And I'm a producer, so like I said, I'm a producer for something like 8 years. I'm at 22, so it all started when I was 14.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, a long journey, but not enough. So I'm just always keep working, always keep creating, and keep making some stuff. Thinking and thinking creative, like new stuff, new sounds. And the song that I sent to you, to the Jiggy Jaguar, and I sent to you a song. This it's a Middle Eastern trap. So it's kind of like something that I never heard. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
So so that's what I like it. That's why I like it, and um that's the whole point in making music. Like you have to be creative, to keep creating all the time, to keep working hard, and and that's in general.
So, have you have you been on stage anywhere to perform, or how has this COVID affected you guys in Israel?
Okay, so I did gigs, and I had gigs and shows all over the country in Israel, and I have not did shows like in international places, out of Israel, I mean. But the COVID-19 took all over the world, so of course in Israel too. And at this point, at this moment, there's no clubs that are open, and we are all trying to reduce the COVID-19 uh, all over the country. So right now, there is no shows, there is no gigs at all, and but I hope it will be better. I know it will be better, but we have right now to stay at home, like to make a lemonade from the lemons that we get, and and that's it. I hope. I know it will be okay. It's just a little wave, and and like all the waves, it will pass.
Have you done a song yet for the Israeli national anthem yet?
No, not yet.
That would be cool.
But I hope it can be cool. It can be cool. I hope it will be in the future. I'm so open, to work on some new projects and stuff and collabs and stuff like that. Um, so I hope it will be in the future.
Yeah, and anything about camels, you got me hooked.
Camels, yeah. In the south of Israel, there's a lot of camels, and they're so cool. It's like the Uber of the south of Israel.
Exactly.
Um, you gotta come visit. What
Oh,
else
you
can I
better
say?
believe I want to so bad. I was going to move there 20 years ago, but I didn't get a chance to move there.
Oh,
So tell us about
me
this
too.
song.
I want.
Say that again.
No, I'm just saying that I want to come to the U.S. too. I
Oh,
never
you
been
want to?
in the U.S., so
Well, I
you
want to go
know.
to the Dead Sea. Where do you want to go in America?
I guess New York and LA, California. They're like, I just want to just catch the vibe. Like see what's happened and see what's happened there. But the Dead Sea is a great place, a beautiful place. You gotta come here. You gotta
Oh,
call me when you're here.
someday I am. I swear I am someday. Question, when did hip hop come up in Israel? What year? Give me a history lesson.
mm, I guess like
I mean, Israel became a
at the
nation in
last fight.
1953?
Can you repeat, please?
Israel became a nation in what, 1953, 1957? Right? No?
46.
43?
What was 40, 46?
46. So when did hip hop come into Israel?
Hip hop always had, it wasn't underground music, like an underground music in Israel, but at the last 5 years, um, I guess the hip hop just like came up with huge hype, um, and a lot of people heard, just listen to the hip hop music, and it was so cool. And then there's a lot of rappers that you can see growing and growing in Israel. So yeah, the hip hop in Israel, it's like it's all the way up in here right now.
I know I got one on my dance playlist. I believe he's a gangsta, a Hebrew rapper. He has the gangsta style.
Okay, so tell me his name.
I'd
Maybe I
have,
know him.
have to pull up my YouTube playlist. If you go under YouTube and you look up Jae B Wells, I have a dance playlist on there with all sorts of weird people that I admire. Um, I mean, he cusses and stuff just like a regular gangster. While I'm looking that up, what made you decide to go down this route for hip hop?
Um, I always been listening to the hip hop music, um, and I guess it's in my roots. Even when I was a kid, um, I've been listening to hip hop, um, and in general, music in general, like caught me when I was a kid, and here I am today, making music.
I found that rapper. He's called Necro, Necro, Jewish Gangsters. He did a song about
Necro.
he did a song about the tough Jew.
Oh, I don't know him.
Sounds like you need to do some
Well,
research about rap in Israel.
I, I will. I guess I have to.
So I heard that you were a big fan of mine. Is that true?
Um, Not that much,
Not that
but in general, yeah, I know. I heard about the Jiggy Jaguar, and I sent you an email, like with my music. Um, like you're so cool. Your website's so cool, and I like the vibe, so I just connected, you know.
true.
And here we are.
Here we are. And you've got music coming out and music that's already been done. How do we people find your social media and your YouTube and your Facebook?
Okay, so in every place, except of the Spotify, you can find me on Instagram, DJ Dolly. You can find me on Facebook, DJ Dolly. You can find my music and in Spotify, Apple Music, and YouTube. I call Dolly. So without a DJ. So um, I got some cool stuff. You can check it out. Let me know what you think. Feel free to connect with me. Um,
Is Dolly
yeah,
your name, or does it mean something?
Dali is my last name. My real name is Ophir Dali. I can spell it like Ofir. Dali, Dali. So it's my last name, and everybody called me Dali. So when I grew up and I started making music, it it was clear for me that I'll call my nickname will be Dali.
Now, you've been a DJ for what do you go? You said something about going in bars and DJing in bars?
Yeah, in bars and clubs, all over the country, especially in Tel Aviv. Um, it's like the big city in Israel. Um, yeah, it was a great time, before the COVID-19. Um, but we will be back. We will be back stronger.
I'm stalking your fan page now that I found it. You got some pretty cool pictures on here, and you got your camel. So I noticed that you have a nose piercing. How much of that is in the culture for Israel?
The culture, it
How's it
does.
acceptable? Is it frowned upon, or is it welcomed by the hip hop community?
Um, I don't know. When I was a kid, I look at it piercing, and I always said, okay, when I grew up, I'll do this one. Like I didn't want any more piercings or something like that, and I just wanted to do this one. And so I grew up, and I was older and I did it. It was like 6 years ago, something like that. I was um I was 16, um and I'm just with this piercing.
I get it. I wanted one when I was a little kid, and when I married my husband, he let me get a nose ring. I don't have it in right now, but I remember my mom saying, "I didn't give you permission to do that." And I said, "Well, all those times you told me my husband was my authority. Well, my authority said I could get my nose pierced."
Wow. Cool, cool, cool. You got it, you got it. And so I had the same problem with my mom. You just say to me, I didn't have your permission because I really didn't ask. Um, it was my bad. Um, but yeah, we took over. Like we over it.
Sometimes you got to live your dreams and do what you want to do to get where you want to go. Where do you want to go from here?
Where I want to go. I want to keep grinding. I want to keep making music. I want to get heard by new people, by you. I want to make you happy with my music. Um, I want to make shows, like do some shows out of the country, and I want to work with some new people, to meet some new people. I feel like I'm in a journey, and I'm like on a long road, and there's a little, boxes of surprises. And if it is a Jiggy Jaguar interview, and if it is some new music that you made and you're so proud of, if it is a big show that you're so excited for, it's like a long road and a long journey that I really want to keep walking. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yes. Yes. We wouldn't be talking here if I didn't
And
want to do what I wanted to do by interviewing people like you.
I'm so glad. I'm so glad that we're talking. And it's actually my first interview in English. So
Really?
I was like, yeah, I was so excited, um, before the interview. And but here we are, and I'm so glad that we're talking. And,
And I
and
put
it's
your
so
mind at
nice to meet
ease
you.
that it's not that difficult to talk to people in English.
It's not that difficult, but it is not my main language. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So,
I've studied some Hebrew, but my brain's not connecting with Hebrew right now because I've been studying another language lately. So my brain's kind of like all scrambled.
oh, how many languages that you're talking? How many languages?
I'm learning a couple, but I'm gonna finish this new one. But I'm still gonna learn Hebrew. I'm not gonna give it up. Is there
If you need
any?
some help,
Oh, I know who to call. Ophir, is that right?
yeah,
Did I say it right?
yeah, Alfred. Yeah, you said it correct.
Well, Ofer, it's been a pleasure. How do people get started in hip hop in Israel? Where can they
Um,
get started?
to making music,
Mm-hmm.
do you mean?
Yes, C
Um,
or not C, Ken.
um, how people can start making hip hop music in Israel? I guess there is a lot of ways, especially today. It's so easy to connect some producers, some writers, and to upload a video with a with a dope verse. You worked. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, just like you have to do some things um that push you, to the target. Like if you want to be a rapper, so just write lyrics. You know what I'm saying? And if you wanna if you wanna say like I wanna meet a producer, and so just like connect with producers, like find a producer. You know what I'm saying? And
Uh,
stuff like that. Just keep pushing, keep making, keep creating.
well, I'll have to have you on again. I need to send a shout out to my sponsors and get ready for the next show.
Okay.
Remind
So
people that
Jay,
yes,
that's right.
yes, sir. I
Okay.
mean Ken. Ken.